What's up, dudes? Madness 80, Fortnite, another Hasbro Fortnite Victory Royale series action figure review. This time we got TNTina and Glider. This is similar to the Deo and Siona 2-pack because this is considered a 2-pack as gliders are $22.99 by themselves as well. There are two gliders on the market right now. I'll put a picture here and here. And this is the third glider on the market, although this one does come with the figure. I myself couldn't justify buying a glider on its own for $22.99. I think that's expensive. Yeah, it's a stand and a light vehicle, I'd say. But given how, I mean, you're on a glider for a minute max in the game. Maybe if you use jump pads and whatnot, you'll see your glider again. But yeah, I don't think it's worth the $22.99. Hopefully, I could catch those on a sale on Amazon or in Target right now. I've only seen them in Target stores. This, however, I've only seen in Walmart, so I don't think it's an exclusive. But you know, between this and the Series 2, which is also being seen in Walmart, which includes Metal Mouth, Bushranger, Ragsy, and Funk Ops, Walmart is kind of like the place to be. All right, let's focus on the figure here. TNTina. She was seen in Chapter 2, Season 2 Battle Pass, and you unlocked her at level 40. She was also the boss at the rig, and she dropped the mythic boom bow, which unfortunately this figure does not come with any weapons at all, and I think that's some BS. Hasbro should have included weapons with this. Like, man, to me that's a cheap move. I think they just don't care. Like, they don't want to give us that little extra value. I think these figures are a little overpriced as it is. You know, I can argue the Marvel Legends, given how popular the Marvel Universe is right now in both comics and cinema, those are worth the extra price. This, however, not so much. I love Fortnite, but come on. However, this does give them an opportunity. She does have multiple skins. There was a Ghost and a Shadow and also Solid Gold. I wouldn't want the Solid Gold version. I wouldn't mind this in Ghost or Shadow. But yeah, she should have came with a boom bow, or she should have came with her pickaxe, which I'll go ahead and put a picture of the boom bow here and a picture of the pickaxe here. Let's also take a look at TNTina in game again, Chapter 2, Season 2 Battle Pass. Again, unlocked at level 40. So TNTina in that Battle Pass does have two gliders. Hasbro decided to make the most uninteresting one of the two. First, let me put an image here of the bomb boom. You know, it's imagine surfing down on a giant missile. So I think the official name of it was Bombs Away, and that would have made a better glider and I think a more unique glider for the two that are out there, and that would have been a better purchase. However, we have this other glider. So this particular glider was unlocked at level 32, I believe, followed by, I think, Adrian Paley, and then her back bling, and so on. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly show the box. You see what she does come with is her back bling, the stand, and the glider. The uninteresting glider of the two, again, I know I sound bitter, but you do get a fantastic figure. TNTina, actually in-game, was one of the first, I believe, to be cel-shaded, besides the Psycho from Borderlands. I don't know if he's cel-shaded, actually. But yeah, she had an emote that made her look cel-shaded in-game, so, you know, given how awesome those X-Men VHS figures that are coming out, and the Pink Ranger, I believe, had a cel-shaded version just a bit ago. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a cel-shaded version of TNTina as well. So one more, I'm gonna shit on it one more time. Bombs Away again would have been so much cooler. It's a missile. It's a big nuke that she surfs down on. Jazzwares has made that in the 4-inch line, although it came with jewels for whatever reason. But this is called Wind Blast, dude. That's like what happens after Taco Bell. Wind Blast. Whatever. I can't question their choices. I think the biggest crime here, or the lack of her Kaboom bow, which would have been the first time a bow was introduced in the Hasbro line, and her pickaxe. So, all right, let me rip her open. All right, really quick. This stand is kind of big, so let me get the figure out. So just so you could see the size here, pretty good. It's pretty huge. It's not reuse of the Marvel Legends Black Widow stand. Plus, you have this, which exceeds over 9 inches. It's about a 10-inch tall stand. And this just clips in here, it looks like. Cool, cool. And then the glider itself. So we got the parachute part of the glider. Weird design on it. Matches TNTina's colors. And we got the wings part. So let me see, how does this go? Okay, okay. So we want the smaller in the back. And then where you want these, you probably want these on this side of the hoop. See how they go like that? Let me get one side in. Did that off camera, I didn't mean to. Easy. All right, there we go. And then this clips in to that slot there. This, it didn't like pop, so I don't know if I got it in all the way. All right, there's the glider. Looking good. Handles. And then obviously it comes with the clear plastic. Plugs into the peg on the top. I'll get this in frame up shortly. All right, you could see this is going to be a bitch to get on camera, but it looks pretty good. My arm's blocking the light source. More about the glider in a bit. As for TNTina herself, she does come with her back bling as mentioned. Boom, tiny, dude. This is tiny. It's, again, a shame this did not come with any weapons of any kind. And it's kind of like they're almost forcing you to buy those arcade cabinets, which come with some weapons or accessories like a harpoon gun or the grapple gun and all that stuff. It's BS, man. It's you shouldn't hold stuff hostage, you know. So unless they just wanted you to pose her hanging from a glider with no weapon. All right, here she is. You know, as much as I'm crapping on them, they're killing the females in this line. And there's a ton already. Look at that mole. Let me get some more light on her. Man, that's good. That is a good figure. This is a solid plastic. I know some of you were worried if we're going to see that flimsy tank top that Jules has ever again. I hope not. Nice star tattoo. Little pistol tattoo. Revolvers on her biceps, which look great. Grenade in the back. What is that? Oh, just lines. I was like trying to read it. What the hell's wrong with me? Grenades look great here. The black and red really pop. This looks good. See, this is where like my like all my complaints melt away because they nailed the hell out of this figure. This is a good looking figure. I love the yellow. The back of the boots, it goes all the way around to the side. Man, this is good. Let's get the back bling in. Again, tiny for this being the only accessory to the figure. Boom. So I think it just should be like that because of the grenade. Let me get one other accessory that she did not come with, but does go with her. So if you notice in the in-game screenshot of TNTina, I'll post it up again right now next to her. She had this kaboom cannon or propane tank. This is a Jazzwares item. This came with a Blackheart figure and should have came with this figure, you know, given the lack of accessories. So this looks fantastic. Now that I have a TNTina to go with her. Kaboom, kaboom, boom. And then the bombs away missile glider would have had a big boom on it as well. So I'm just trying to get her in a cool chilling pose. All right, there we go. Not as comfortable looking as she was in game, but it'll work. I didn't want to, you know, I'll pose her better off camera. Fantastic. Back, front, and center, you can see her articulation. She has a dumbbell at the base of her neck, which you can see a little peg there. And then I don't know how much we're getting right here, but we're getting something. And then she does have, obviously, is there a butterfly? Maybe not. Yes. Let's see what I can see here. Yeah, there might be a butterfly. I don't want to mess this tank top up. Yeah, barely any movement though. And then you do get in the sleeve. See the sleeve's not rotating? So you do get a bicep. You do get double jointed elbows, which is refreshing to see. She does have the vertical hinges, not the horizontal ones. Sorry, I guess it's the horizontal one, right? Confusing myself. She have a diaphragm up here? She does. So there is rotation up in here somewhere. Plus at the waist, looking fantastic. You will get some weird cuts and gaps, but I think it looks good nonetheless. Out this far, forward that far, thigh cut. Double jointed knees. Look at that range. You do get a boot cut. She is pretty heavy duty. Forward, back, and nice rocker. A month late, but I'm happy to review this figure on my channel. So thank you for watching. Awesome. Let's get her on this glider. I'm going to go ahead and take it off the peg. All right, I jumped the gun a little bit. You can see how her arms are posed. I'm going to go ahead and get her on the glider. Wind Blast. There you go. You can kind of get the legs dangling since they do animate like that in game. Not a bad thing. Again, though, I don't know if I necessarily want to buy those other gliders at $22.99 a pop. I'd rather I'd rather pose these figures in some action poses with their weapons, but she doesn't have any, so she's gonna have to just borrow generic, which is fine. Most of them don't have weapons of her own, but she did drop a damn weapon that was specified for her, so that's the only time I'm complaining, because otherwise generic Jazzwares weapons and Hasbro weapons are fine, so these will look good in her hands, no doubt. Those were a couple Jazzwares weapons. But yeah, that looks good, doesn't it? In a peek. I'm doing this in a garage right now, my garage, but there you go. Let's compare her to the other Hasbro figures, and we'll get a couple of Jazzwares figures in here as well. Really quick, like the Marvel Legends stand, this has pegs for things, so maybe we'll get an effects pack soon. There are a lot of bombs, grenades, missile launchers, rocket launchers, dynamite, all kinds of stuff in Fortnite. So this is technically a glider. Now that I have one of these stands, let's go ahead and put Ollie on here, who came with Sky, a deluxe figure. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, her head's bumping into the stand. But if you angle her just right, you can't see any of that. Let me back this up. And let's just focus a little. There we go. Looking good, looking good. All right. Let's focus on TNTina. I know I said I was going to do some comparisons real quick, but I did want to bring out one of the arcade cabinets and put some weapons in her hand. What do we got here? Got like an SMG of some type. She does have trigger fingers. You could see both hands. Trigger fingers are close to the rest of the fingers, so you can get a close-handed look. Man, look at her. Look how badass she looks. She should have came with a gun. That looks good. And then let's do something with two hands. Get an AR in there. And that looks great as well. Big cartoony hands for a petite figure. All right. Now let's do some comparison. All right, TNTina. It looks like she's standing just under 6 inches. I know it may look different on the camera, but if I get her back here, yep, under 6 inches tall. But here she is with Sky and Lynx, both from the first series, individual figures and then a deluxe figure, which can be seen on the shelves at Target right now, Walmart, or wherever you buy your action figures. Looking great together. Little wobbly TNTina right there. All right, let's get a couple more figures. All right, Midas's crew right here. Jules. Is Jules in the crew? Sorry. I'm a new Fortnite player and I'm still learning about the pass. But we got Midas and Jules, who may be father and daughter, and then we got TNTina. Looking sweet together. Few more figures. And then real quick, this is the rest of the Hasbro way pretty much, minus series 2 of the individual figures. Ripley, Chaos Agent, and Dark Meowscles. Finally, let's get some Jazzwares figures. All right, there we go. 3 Jazzwares figures, Agent Peely, Midas, and the original Meowscles. God, I think we just need, is her name Maya and Brutus? And we're good. There is a Jazzwares Brutus, but I think he's only been released in Europe. So it's going to be like 30, almost $40 to bring him over. But yeah, wait and see. I think Hasbro announced one, but he might be in a different skin, you know. So these look good together. I like to mix and match some of the figures. Some of them are a little iffy, but this looks great. That is it. TNTina Fortnite, about $42.99, I want to say, maybe a little more. I got mine at Walmart. She is available on walmart.com as the recording of this video. And looking awesome. Peely leaning over too much. Oh, I didn't know he was leaning on her. There we go. Looking fantastic. Please subscribe if you haven't. Like the video. Share it with your friends. All of that stuff. Please comment. Let me know if you're still mixing and matching. I think I'm going to do a video of like 5 Fortnite figures from Jazzwares you need to go back and hunt. They're not too expensive on eBay. They're expensive elsewhere, like Amazon third-party sellers. Try to avoid that. On eBay, you can get them for relatively close to retail. And hell, I think Ross is still getting some shipments of figures. I found, or a buddy of mine found the Black Knight. I got that for $12.99. Amazing. Amazing. All right, that is it. Thanks for checking this video out. I'll see you in the next one.